Hi guys, welcome. This is the project ALCI, so the SSD of ALCI. This time, it's still the old name, ArcoLinux XX, so basically it's the, let's have a look, it's definitely the ArcoLinux XL. So the reference is there a bit wrong, but just a word, and words can be changed, so in future systems I'll have a proper name. So L it is. But it's the same ISO, more or less. And that's not the topic at all. But now, next time, it will say ArcoLinux XL. So I have made a new ALCI ISO. So ALCI is the ArcoLinux Calamares Installer. Super simple. With all the knowledge we have already, why not put Calamares on the ArcoLinux.org? So the website ArcoLinux.org has an ArcoLinux ISO, and let's just add Calamares. An easy way to just click, and we'll go through it right now. No edits. I did not add any tutorial, but we've moved to Arch ISO 54 now. So I have an ISO to just test that out. So choose a ISO. The def, I've built the def one, so it's the 15th, so that's correct. That's the last version. I'll put it online later on. But the point is, it's not meant to be downloaded. Yeah, it's meant to be. Sure, built. So we have an ArcoLinux ISO. You see the logo there. It is still an ArcoLinux ISO, but we have managed to do some things not to end up in a black TTY. We want to have certainty. Let's shut down our chat things here. Quit Discord and quit Telegram. We have made it possible to be able to Arch Linux installation without any black screen, and we end up in a DWM, but not the one from the internet in a sense, yes, but it's the ALCI DWM, so it won't interfere with the standard ArcoLinux DWM. That's the version of Calamares, and off it goes. So we've told the system to use this particular desktop, and then later on remove it, which is pretty simple. If you're talking about DWM, it's almost nothing. And then you're left with the rest. And what's the rest? Is whatever you decide to put on this ISO. If you say, I just want to have an ISO pure, then you end up in a black TTY. Yep, have fun. Sudo pacman -s. You install GDM, and voila, you're happy. You run a few scripts, put your .dot files in there, and you have pretty much an ArcoLinux version installation with a Calamares installer. So it depends what you put on the ISO. This particular ISO has been created with something on it, because we can test something, and otherwise we're in a black screen, not much to see. So ALCI has 3 ISOs. One that's pretty black, one that has XFCE, and one that wants to be the most pure ArcoLinux installation, so no desktop at all. This will delete more stuff from Calamares. Of Calamares will remove more packages here in the pure version than here and here. If you want to know differences, well, actually go inside the Arch ISO and go to have a look at the packages. The first bunch is all Relang, so we don't touch anything. This is just what Arch ISO says. ArcoLinux says this. And then the rest is us. Decide what to put. Xterm is there with a nice font, nice look, you will see. And ALCI, DWM, Nemesis, Calamares is there to install, and the rest is choices. So I do want something, SDM, bash completion, grub, OS, and so on and so on and so on. You can read. So these packages we've installed. We've not installed any of our drivers, but we did install VirtualBox guest utils to test. and so on and so on. This is either a hashtag or no hashtag. You either have a desktop afterwards or you don't have a desktop. So that's the difference between these different ISOs. In the meantime, yeah, I thought so. Control F. In the meantime, we can have a look. So ALCI has been removed, the DWM I mean them. The desktop is gone and we boot up from hopefully grub. Right, ArcoLinux it says, it is still ArcoLinux. So that's why it's different from ArcoLinux or different from Kali, because this is basically an ArcoLinux with a installer. That's it. That's what we aim for. Nothing more, nothing less. And you get your acquainted standard default XFCE with all the applications of XFCE, nothing more. Just stuff from XFCE. And you can add more to package list or install them now. It's entirely up to you. All right, good test, and the ISO goes online.